This is Chicago's very own WGN News at 9.
People will get halfway through it and burst into tears when they realize what a struggle it has been for their family member.
Taking a walk in their shoes, literally. WGN's Dina Bair has more on a test that can help everyone gain understanding of people living with dementia.
Truly helping a loved one with dementia or Alzheimer's begins with understanding what they're experiencing. Enter the virtual dementia tour.
During the next few minutes, we will attempt to give you a sense of what dementia might be like. Your physical and sensory abilities will be altered.
It takes some tools to give a real feel for how the mind operates with dementia. The professionals at Senior Star put me through the tour.
I'm going to have you put these in your shoes with the spiky side up.
First, shoe inserts to mimic pain associated with neuropathy and other age-related disorders. Oh, is that painful?
You're going to put on these goggles, which will impair your vision.
Oh my goodness. I put on goggles. Then, with my sight impaired, I had to slip on gloves to dull my sense of touch.
This will limit and impair your fine motor skills.
And finally, headphones, piping distracting noise into my ears, making it difficult to hear instructions. I was led into a room, all set up for the experiment. Just walking was tough. Then I was given my tasks.
Find the striped sweater and put it on. Write a 3-sentence note to your family and put it in the envelope. Set the table for 4. Fold all of the towels. Fill a cup halfway with water. Your time begins now.
And with that, I was on my own. I walked toward the clothing rack. It was a challenge, but I found the striped sweater. Then it was on to writing a letter. I could barely see the paper on the table. And as I began to compose, my handwriting was altered. I knew it was sloppy and so wanted to make it better, but simply couldn't. The next instruction, set the table. But by now, only about 2 minutes in, my mind was getting tired.
Oh my goodness, you start getting a headache trying to see with your vision impaired like this.
But I carried on, except I couldn't recall my next step.
How many cups of water was I supposed to pour? I've been concentrating so hard I can't remember.
I began to talk to myself.
Often there are behaviors, wandering around, talking to yourself, that people sometimes perceive as dementia behaviors. What a label. It's human behaviors when you're lost and you're trying to figure your way out.
It did help. I improvised after pouring 4 waters instead of 1 as I was told to, and I moved on to my final job, folding towels. Differentiating their feel from the sheet on the table was not a slam dunk. Fortunately, my time was up. 5 minutes and my test was over.
Okay, so that's the end of the tour, so you can take off your equipment.
I can't imagine going through an entire day like that. That is incredible. Wow.
And that is the point. Not just imagining, but living the struggles of those with dementia and Alzheimer's, if even just briefly.
When we're doing it, it's amazing the emotional response. Sometimes people will get halfway through it and burst into tears when they realize what a struggle it has been for their family member. And maybe they weren't as understanding as they should have been. Some people get frustrated and just quit, walk out in the middle of it because they can't remember.
But they begin to understand a concept that patient and loved one alike typically cannot grasp.
The objectives of the virtual dementia training is to increase your compassion, your sensitivity, to realize doing 5 very simple tasks aren't so simple when your senses are impaired.
I couldn't believe how challenging the smallest thing was.
If you are interested in this experience, certified trainers will travel to provide the virtual dementia tour. All of the information is on our website. Back to you.
That's quite the experiment. Thanks, Dina. Coming up, unsung.